Hi everyone, this is Lilian Mutambo. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel, Lilian Mutams TV. I'm just doing a quick live stream just to talk about what's happening in Nigeria, and I would also like to use this as an opportunity as well to say thank you to all of you, my subscribers. For 99,000 subscribers. I never expected myself to grow this much on YouTube, and I believe the reason why I've grown on YouTube is because of you guys that believe in me, that keep on coming to my YouTube channel to watch my content. Na totela sana. I've just got about 800 more subscribers to go, and I hit 100,000 subscribers, and I become the highest Zambian YouTuber based in Zambia. Thank you so much for joining me. I just thought we should talk quickly about this because my YouTube channel has a foundation. And my foundation of my YouTube channel started with Nigeria. It started with Nigerian supporting my channel. So I thought if we could talk about what's going on. First of all, I was very proud when I saw Nigerian celebrities coming together protesting against SARS. For those of you who don't know what SARS is, it's the anti-robbery squad in Nigeria who are hired as a special force to kind of like make sure there is order in Nigeria. Now, what has been happening is this anti-robbery squad has been targeting just nearly every Nigerian youth who's having a nice mobile phone. The Nigerian youth is targeted. A Nigerian youth wearing a chain, a Nigerian youth having tattoos. And the thing is, Nigeria is in Africa and we are all Africans. And as long as we are Africans, we should look at each other's pain as our pain. And this pain in Nigeria has become too much. I've watched stories and documentaries of people who've been affected by SARS, who've been humiliated. One guy did an interview with BBC, and he stated that because of his work, his look, and he's a hairdresser and into fashion as well, SARS had attacked him and asked him if he was gay. They humiliated him, they undressed him. And then another guy as well who has his own restaurant in Nigeria, they found that he had some money on him, about 150,000 naira. The money was taken from him. So for me, the question is SARS supposed to be a government body that's supposed to bring control in Nigeria? No, they are rather oppressing. They're rather oppressing. And I saw the president of Nigeria, Muhammad Buhari, making a speech, and I'm like, this man is old. I mean, why can't he step down and allow the young Nigerians to take over, their positions and let them be able to assist with, leadership? There's another governor that was called by some young people who were complaining about what's going on, and when they called, you could tell the man's voice that the man is an old man. And this is a problem we're having in African leadership. We're having old people running governments. And because they don't want to step down, because they want to feel they're in charge, they're in control, the best thing they do is bring in violence. And those are the telltale signs of dictatorship. There's no way a young person can be wearing a nice gold chain, a nice gold ring, moving around with an iPhone, and then a police officer will stop them and say, where did you get this thing? Yes, we've heard that there's some people who are into fraud and they call it 419, scammers that scam people online. But that doesn't mean that's what the whole Nigeria is made of. So I just thought I should sympathize with Nigerians on this. I've been watching, reading, and so many things have been happening, and it was nice. I was so happy to see Nigerian youths protesting, to see Nigerian celebrities, Davido, to see Burna Boy putting up a billboard, putting up a billboard. Mrs. Grace is saying, she's asking somebody else. Yeah, and putting up a billboard and funding those billboards which are simply saying, end SARS, end SARS. Now, these protests were peaceful. Nigerian protests were very peaceful. I haven't seen violence. All I've seen is Nigerian youths being bored. I've seen, loads of celebrities, uh, uh, actors, Nollywood actors that we love. We've seen them, marching with the youth and saying end, SARS, because they are killing people. There's this young man who had come from South Africa because of this thing that was happening, the violence in South Africa. And the guy had come back to Nigeria. And I remember when the guy came back to Nigeria, and the story broke out of how he came back to Nigeria because of the South Africans that were killing people, xenophobic attacks, and he decided, why am I here? Let me just go home. He runs home, and then innocently he's with his friends. He's shot dead by SARS. So SARS have been killing innocent youths. And I commented on one of the very famous vloggers from Nigeria, and I said, look, this sounds more or less like it's spiritual. It's like there's something that people are doing. It's like they are touching some form of deities that are telling them you need to sacrifice people, because the type of blood that we're seeing around, and the Ghanaians will say, "Anya normal." It's not normal, and I just thought, no, it's way too much for it to happen a lot. Bukala says this country is so corrupt right now, it's sad. So I was happy with the protests. I said, wow, the youths are doing well, and they managed to shut down the toll gate, the one in Lagos, that goes through to Lekki, and that toll gate makes millions of naira. And the youths managed to shut it down. I said, yes, 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 they're fixing these people. Yes, let them feel the pain. And then a few days later, all I saw was 10 people have been killed. I said, what's going on? Are we ever going to make progress as Africans? So it so happens that after the successful protests, whoever is in charge in Nigeria decides to send police, army, to start shooting innocent people. They are protesting. That time it was 10 Bukola. Now it's over 10 people have been shot, dead in Lekki. And I'm like, what's all this? These are people who are just protesting for the sake of the lives that have been lost. And they're saying, end this. And then you send army to go and kill people who are just happy, because you could see there was even DJs, there was vans. It was more or less like very, very peaceful events. So I was so disappointed, and I said, no, enough is enough. What's all this? Why should you send the army to go and kill innocent Nigerians who are simply speaking on behalf of the world? Because I've seen Wizkid protesting in London. I've seen Nigerians protesting in London. I've seen Nigerians protest in France. All over. There's so many videos that were going on. It was like a worldwide phenomenon. And then only to hear this. So are we moving on forward, or are we now going backwards to start mourning? We've already lost many lives because of SARS, by the way. And then Muhammad Buhari, who's the president of Nigeria, made a statement that SARS had been disbanded. And we said, yeah, victory, the Nigerian youths have done this. And then, hang on a minute. Who sent the army? So was Buhari just fooling the youths? Is he behind the SARS? What's going on? Does he want to take over Nigeria for life, you know. And then I also looked at some news where people were saying that in the north, there is no SARS. There is only in the south. I know north is more of a Muslim region in Nigeria, I believe. So why are they targeting south? Why isn't there SARS up north of Nigeria? So you see, we look at all these things and we say, we don't know what type of. For me, I don't see it as just a normal thing that SARS wants to kill people. I see it more spiritual. I see it spiritual. And the way I see it, I see some form of leadership that want to carry on in power. And the only way they can carry on is if they have more blood. And it's the brutal killing and the way people are killed. It just doesn't make sense. Even the people that are working for SARS, are they a cult or something? Because it's not normal. It doesn't sound right. So what was the essence of sending the army? I saw Davido speaking to a police officer talking about SARS and everything. You want to see, an IG. And they had a dialogue. They dialogued about these things. And we said, wow, Davido is even going to speak to the IG. Well, I'm from Zambia, guys. And I have not yet seen any Zambian speaking to the IG. It's impossible. I'm talking about a celebrity. They are not even out there. So when I saw the Nigerians, I was really impressed. I said, wow, Nigerians are really making it big. They are really doing something for their country. So this is my message to you, my Nigerian family and friends who have always supported my YouTube channel. It is my prayer that this phase of SARS police brutality will come to an end. We say no to police brutality because nobody deserves to die because a police officer decides to kill them. Nobody deserves to die because the army decides to shoot. So are these people trying to start a war in Nigeria? The youth of Nigeria are the generation of Nigeria, not the old ones in leadership who can't even stand up for even 10 minutes. Why kill the young ones? Is it because they want to continuously be enjoying $30,000 a month in salaries? Is it because they want to set up a good future for their generation and then young Nigerians, all they think about now is to migrate, going to other parts of the world. There is no jobs in Nigeria. And yet, Nigeria is a country that is wealthy with oil. You find one person has got money from the father who used to be an oil tycoon. In fact, the father was a governor. And those days, the first ones in leadership, they gave each other shares. And then the son is there and he's busy buying his daughters Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and people say riches. No, these are people who stole your money. So you shouldn't even be celebrating somebody who's just inherited money that was stolen. Why should one Nigerian own blocks of oil and several Nigerians are suffering? It's never in Zambia. It's impossible. At least our government, they are not as sharp, but they are giving mines at least to a big company, which gives people jobs at least. But for an individual to say, I am owning mine, I'm the owner of this oil company, and the richest woman in Nigeria, she bought a block of oil. Who buys natural resources? So the youth of Nigeria have no say, because these guys, anywhere where there is oil, there is always war. Because people want a share of this oil. They're not going to let go. Oil is sweet money. But if Nigerian leadership is not careful, Nigeria will be like Afghanistan. Because the young ones are frustrated. They have no jobs. All they do is sit down, loaf around, And the millionaires in Nigeria are only giving their money to their family generation, and no Nigerian non-family member is benefiting. And yet, those natural resources are supposed to help. The population of Nigeria is over 160 million. Nigerians are the highest when it comes to migrating abroad. Nigerians have a lot of educated people living abroad in frustration because in their country there is no job opportunities. How would they have these jobs opportunities if the owner of this company is recruiting the whole family, the whole entire generation? So when the youths of Nigeria are crying, they're not just crying about end SARS. They're crying about the opportunities that they don't even have. And that's why you see that the young men who are so cute, so handsome, they're looking for women to bail them out of Nigeria. Because nobody would take any Nigerian intelligent person to school for free on a full scholarship. No. You find that people own their own universities, private universities. So the greed is too much, like Natasha is saying, the greed is too much with most people. So enough of police brutality, enough of SARS. And the youths rose up and then they are being killed. Why? Is it because the Nigerian government felt embarrassed that the youths finally had to rise against them? Or is it because they want to put fear in the Nigerian youths? Now the question I ask myself is, what legacy are these African leaders leaving when they die? What legacy? That they were very rich and the rest of Nigeria is poor. Bukola just commented that Nigeria is over 200 million. Over 200 million Nigerians. In just a small town alone in London, you can find 100,000 Nigerians. They would rather work any job. We've seen Nigerians crossing from using Libya to go to Italy, to go to France. All in the name of they're looking for an opportunity for them to survive. And so many have died in stowaways. Some have gone to Libya, women, in a promise of a job, young girls from Nigeria, in a promise of the job, only to be turned into sex slaves. This is the African leadership we have that doesn't care about the children of Africa, but only cares about themselves. And you'll be shocked that our African countries will borrow money. In Zambia, our country is in a debt of more than $27 billion. How do you borrow $27 billion and people are still sitting in a house and the toilet is there? There is no water. There is no electricity. There is no means for people to survive. There is no job opportunities. And you are borrowing over $27 billion. Where is the money? In their pockets. That's the African leadership we have. And for how long will Africa be poor? For how long are we going to be beggars? For how long are we going to be Africans that are always dependent? I saw an image of a white guy, a celebrity, giving a black child a bowl of food in a bowl that looked like one Nigerian comedian from the UK said it looked like a dog bowl, because in the UK that's what they use. And that image of him giving, it went viral that he's helping out. Tell me, common sense is saying a Nigerian senator earns 30 million naira monthly. A government employee earns 30,000 naira monthly. What is 30,000 naira? It's little money. It's little money. Look at the comparison. And that's why they'll kill for those positions. Because they want to work for free. In Zambia, I'm aspiring as a member of parliament in my country, by the way, in case you're watching this for the first time. And the position I'm vying for, the lady that has been there as an MP, has been an MP or a minister in government since I was 10 years old. I'm 36. For 26 years old, for 26 years, she's been a member of parliament. And for 26 years, this woman has been from one minister position to the other. And right now, she's 69 years old. She wants to stand next year at 70 years. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And then me, a young person, young blood, full of energy. The only thing I can do is to go abroad and work as a cleaner to survive because there's no opportunities in my country. Are we cursed as Africans? Faith Martin says 30,000 naira is less than $100. So that's why people would rather clean, because if you clean toilets or clean London Underground, you get about $200 a day. $200 a day. So, are we cursed as Africans that we are going round and round for over 50 years of independence? There's nothing wrong working as a cleaner, Gilbert, but I'm just saying that we would rather, as Africans, leave Africa and work as cleaners abroad because it's more money. It pays better. You can imagine, Gilbert, Gert Wilders, somebody is living in Nigeria, working for a whole month's salary as a government worker, 9 to 5, every day working their ass off, only to get paid $100. You understand, Gert? You're working for $100 for a whole month. Gert, tell me, would you work for that, or you'd rather look for an opportunity abroad to work as a cleaner and get $200 a day? I would rather work as a cleaner abroad. Hi, Royalty Cosmos. How are you, everybody? Franca Tembo. So for me, what I keep on looking at is all these opportunities that are supposed to be there for the young ones, they are not there. If we ask about empowerment in Nigeria, there's no empowerment. There's no empowerment opportunities for the young people. Every young Nigerian, their hope is to leave Nigeria. As soon as they are 18 and they can get themselves an international passport, they are looking for an opportunity to go abroad. Because where they go, they excel. They are the professors. Recently, there was a Nigerian who was celebrated for being, at Harvard University, one of the top or the first, learned people there. Oxford University, you name it. We've got 3, I believe, are they triplets, those young children? Their mom used to homeschool them, and they were so brainy. They were in Oxford University at a young age. If they were in Nigeria, they would probably be selling rice, water, or something. Because the governments don't look at the future of that child. There's a video of a young boy in Malawi who invented a windmill. That invented the windmill. And guess what? The president never recognized this boy. It took Ted to invite the boy somewhere. They had like a talk. That's when the president of Malawi invited this person. And the president kind of like recognized this person. But there's many talents out there. Many talents. Faith Martins is saying no empowerment, no accessible grants to start a business. Can you imagine? In Zambia, they say there's empowerment, which the president has only started now, presidential empowerment, when he knows that the elections are next year. And guess what? You need to fill in 25 pages. 25. And by the time you tick the boxes of the requirements and the needs, you won't even get that money. It's just there for people to say, there is this empowerment, but the youth don't apply. It's about who you know. So when are we going to build our own Africa if what we do is oppress others, or what they do is keep on oppressing the young ones, the youths, the generation of Africa? And the world is watching. And the world is looking at us to say, look, these people, they will never be united. And the lack of unity is what has been a factor in Africa that will never build Africa. Until African countries learn to be united, learn to look at the young ones as the future, learn to empower the young ones, we will never go anywhere. We'll keep on begging. We'll keep on waiting for medicines to come from abroad as donations. We'll keep on waiting for hand. Right now, we are all looking at USAID to give us medicines. When we have young, sharp doctors in Africa that can invent COVID-19 medicines. But are they willing to invest in laboratories? No. The MPs are willing to invest in money for themselves. And now in Zambia, if you want to enjoy your life, just be, as a woman, be a side chick to a minister or an MP. And your life will be good. And there's what you call cadres that shout the name of the president. They're the loudest, the young ones, the youths, they're the ones making noise. Yeah, pawato, pawato. And they give them little monies as 50 kwacha, and they're going to take drugs and alcohol. So Africa has failed itself. Maybe in the next generation. But for this generation, the leadership that is there wants to hold on to power, wants to hold on to authority, does not want to listen to the needs of the young people who are the future generation of Africa. Do we have to wait for Europeans to come and bring peace? Do we have to wait for all these other people from all over the world to come and bring things in order for us to discover that, oh, we can do this and that? So I was heartbroken when I saw these things going on in Nigeria, and I said I was going to do a live stream with my sisters. I believe I'll do it tomorrow on Friday, because on Saturday tomorrow in the daytime, because of lighting. And I was so heartbroken. And I said, are we ever going to look at this? It shocks me, right? If the youths of Africa are engaging in sexual activities, are engaging in party, are singing, they are doing all sorts of things, nobody is bothered. The moment the youth start talking about what's going on, they are not happy. Suddenly, the machine gun starts coming out. In Zambia, we have the Minister of Home Affairs, Stephen Kampiongo, that recently purchased millions of dollars police vehicles when Zambia has no war. And yet, during this period of COVID-19, Zambians are living in poverty. Zambians are living in poverty. Royalty Cosmo says they are all trying hard to become something, even struggling entrepreneurs, yet they have been killed. Exactly. You know. Mrs. Grace says, Lydia, I don't know if you know this, but Africans in the Caribbean and the Americans are going to Africa because Mama Africa isn't okay. The diasporans will not be okay over here. Oh, exactly. We are all going back to Africa. For how long are we going to be living in people's countries? Today I met my friend from Congo. And he said, look, I'm very proud of you, Lilia. I said, why? You went back to Zambia, you are, aspiring as member of parliament. That's what we need to do. Because here, there's nothing we can help. Their medical system is okay. If somebody has no job, they can go to the job center. Everything is in place. There's a system. We don't have systems in Africa that work to help people. We don't. So if we can go back and support the environment and see how we can, it's not an easy task, by the way, because people will be looking at you, oh, so you've come all the way from the diaspora to do what here? You think you can just come and bring change to this country? Who are you? Sheila or Chaka says, hello, beautiful sister. Thank you for always giving us the best. Yes, you are amazing. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. So Royalty says, yes, they have turned all our youths into side chicks and political thugs. Yeah. So there's this girl in Zambia that, she posted a Ford Ranger. Ford Ranger is $100,000 car. I said, oh, I received this for my birthday. Like, who do you think you are fooling? We know you are sleeping with some minister. That's why. Because the job you do, you can't afford to buy this Ford Ranger. And then another time she posted, I've bought a piece of land. What should I do? Put flats, put this. And we don't know. They came from a minister. And we know the minister she's dating. So that's the success that we are expected to desire, is to be connected to an MP. And by the way, we have HIV in Zambia. And majority of these MPs have HIV. So when you go for them, you risk your health as well. So you're just living by the day. And because people take ARVs, they say, oh, you can take ARVs, you survive. I'm sorry. Good luck to you. So that's what's going on. You need to be a cadre in Africa for you to survive. Bukola says that's sad. Same thing in Nigeria. Rod Cosmo says the so-called president gave a speech without empathy, but passive threats rather. I saw it and I was like, I couldn't even make out of what he was saying. Like, is this man serious? What's going on here? But his family is comfortable and the entire Nigeria is not. Nigeria is big and there's need for order and organization so that the young people can be given opportunities as well. Ruth Mukatulwa says we have a big problem in Africa and people are tired, Lily. Today, I don't know what went wrong in Chongwe. Police ran for their lives. People almost stoned them to death. I saw a video on YouTube. Yeah, I saw that video as well. I said, I'm still waiting for the information. Sister Speak, we shall overcome. Sheila, thank you so much. African Millennial says, yeah, no UN or Americans can help. It's only Africans that can help Africa. I'm telling you. Apple of the Eye says his real name, the colonizers. Somebody was saying that Buhari, they had a moment of silence for him during the 2017 AU summit on the 23rd of February or something like that. And there was a moment of silence for him. I'm not so sure, is he alive? Because there's been these rumors that Buhari is not the real Buhari, he's a clone. What do you believe? Yeah. So people, okay, Blessing says, people in Africa, we know here more than you from Europa. Yeah, we're also in Africa. Okay, leave Jesus and call on Zambi. He will hear us. I'm in America. We need power so-called on him. Yes, Apple, the eye. Okay, Shanik says Buhari's true colors were shown. These African leaders don't care much for us. They just want our votes. They don't keep to what they promised. watched his speech and I cried. There was no empathy, like what Royalty Cosmos was saying. I was trying to understand, is this really the president of Nigeria? And Nigerians are quite vocal, so I was surprised. How can they choose Buhari as their president? Is he a silent dictator? Ashu says African youths need to stand as one and tell those old people enough is enough. They are playing with our future. God bless you, sister. Faith Martin says there's been speculations he's not the same Buhari from 2015. And then they are scared the youth are uniting regardless of color, tribe, religion. And there's a youth revolution across Africa where the youths have risen, they are speaking out, and thankfully social media is also available for them to expose all that information. And Faith Martins, I'll also send you on WhatsApp, Al Jazeera, BBC, they want any kind of footage to expose. So I'll send you that information. It's important that we keep on exposing. If we don't do it now, our future generation will suffer. Kellyanne X says President Buhari needs to be impeached, and the youths need to take over. There are only two major political parties in Nigeria, and it's still occupied by the same corrupt old men. What about, is it Surule? What happened? The guy from Canada, I thought he was standing a chance. Doreen says Buhari is not a true father, he's heartless. And I think that's why we need to make sure the young people can back, a young political party in Nigeria and it's all about funding, put in as much funding, because these guys, they are dealing with oil. Nigeria has got lots of oil tycoons, and they will invest in a party that they know this party will allow them to do business dodgy and not pay much taxes. You know how it is. So we need to rise up as the youths as well to back up political parties that embrace the young ones. Vic Brown says the 30,000 naira is not even up to $100. It's a shame. Shenik says my husband is Nigerian and his family is there. We worry about our own safety because we are not in our own country, and we must not fear of being in our country. And you can imagine, Shenik, Zambia is horrible for you on your side, and maybe your husband will be thinking, okay, Nigeria is not good, let's go to Zambia, and Zambia is becoming pathetic, and him to Nigeria is something else. So you end up being stateless. You are in a country, be it South Africa or the US, and you don't even know where you belong, because in your own African continent, the countries that you belong to, there is no peace and order because of selfish leadership. Faith Martin says the Nigerian youths raised over 10 million to help in the end SARS protest in 3 days. So you can imagine, if Nigerian youths can raise 10 million, that's a lot of money. Meaning, if the Nigerian youths can come together, people like Davido, Burna Boy, they'll put in money to get rid of those people and put in proper leadership, the young ones that can take over. And I think it's just the beginning of a revolution in Nigeria. And that's why they are fearing, and they've sent the army to put fear. And, may the souls of the ones who've died rest in peace, but they've died as heroes. They died trying to defend their country, trying to defend the legacy of their country. So, dear Nigerians, if you know any website that is working on this, I think it will be good for those that are really involved in the End SARS protest to come up with a website where people worldwide, Nigerians would donate, and there is transparency, and this will help the victims' families at least, because then, funeral expenses, we're talking about, maybe these guys are not really from comfortable homes, and then their families are left with nothing, and maybe they are the breadwinners and they're left with nothing. So we need to think of a pot of funding that can support these guys. For you who are in Nigeria, you can let us know, and then we can bring you even on this platform for you to announce, and people can support you from all over the world from Nigeria. Faith Martin says, we used to be less concerned about politics as Nigerian youths, but thanks to this revolution, we hope to register our own political party soon. Yeah. And that's the way it was even in Zambia. We were never involved in politics. Who cared about politics? But the oppression becomes too, when the oppression is too much, it's like somebody's choking you. I mean, in Zambia, you can't even stand somewhere and speak to people and meet people if you are in the opposition. Police will arrest you for unlawful gathering because of COVID-19. In Zambia, they're using COVID-19 to oppress people. The political party president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, he can't even meet people. If he tries to meet people, the police are going to arrest him for unlawful gathering under COVID-19. You're not supposed to gather. And yet Britain, that has had more than 47,000 deaths, by the way, is allowing people to gather. So who is telling the truth about coronavirus? Between an African country, which has only had fake deaths, by the way, 300, because not everybody died of COVID, 300, and a country that has had 46,000, and you can go in a restaurant and sit down and eat, and they are saying unlawful gathering. You can go to church in the UK. You can go to different venues, but then in Zambia they're saying President Hakainde Hichilema can't gather. He can't meet people. But we are seeing the current government hosting rallies with thousands of people. And recently they wanted to invite Mafikizolo and Master KG. And I did a protest online. And they had to drop the event. How can our country be saying they are poor, yet they are able to host Master KG and Mafikizolo to pay them more than $20,000 each to come and perform, to live in 5-star hotels, to come and sing Jerusalem? But we have musicians in Zambia that they will pay $500 to come and sing. So we the youths need to rise against this leadership. And you find the majority of these so-called leaders, they are not even well educated. Some even buy their credentials. So a lot of us Africans are now concerned. Emmanuel says, Uncle Emmanuel says, you are blessed, my daughter, thank you so much. So this is a problem we are having. And now, very soon, you hear them say you have to collect this vaccine of this and that, because our own African countries can't even afford anything. Justine B says Buhari has died since 2017, said Buhari's daughter. Blessing says Lily Buhari is dead since last year. What we saw last night is a digital cloning. Wow. It's time the old should retire, says Sheila. Akapelwa Tumbeko says the threat is our leaders in Africa. What has become colonialists of their countries. AU should also wake up. No wonder Plo Lumumba labels them as failures. He's not even allowed in Zambia. He came to Zambia, Plo Lumumba, and he was not allowed because he was going to preach the message against the Chinese. And right now, Zambia, we know that, Zambia is a Chinese colony. The Chinese are funding Zambia big time. Yeah. So we as the youths of Africa, we should form government in our African countries and support each other if possible. Come up with a union for the youths. African Youths Union. We form that organization and have representatives from all over Africa. Each country having representatives and having meetings Thank God for social media, and technology has gone vast. We can have meetings via Zoom where we discuss what we want to see and come up with a solid funding, whereby if the youths in this country, they want to stand, there's funding to support them, a big backup. And we can have well-wishers from all over the world that can donate money. Donate money. Even if it's $1, you can imagine I have 99,000 subscribers. And if my subscribers can donate $1 each, Royalty Cosmos has subscribers. Bukola has subscribers. Many of you have subscribers. And we come together and we put that money together and we are transparent. We can form one Africa for the youths. And this revolution has started. And thank God we've met each other, all of us, on media. And we're just waiting for an opportunity when even this COVID will go down and everything. And then we can even start having meetings in African countries. By the time our organizations, or one organization is formed, the UN is even backing us. So it's unfair what's happening in Nigeria, and I thought we can talk about this. The Common Sense Ambassador says Nigeria is a forced unity. 3 major tribes are forced to be one by the British. It's an unholy alliance. To save lives, Nigerians must be, because there's a Biafra, I know, or Dudwa nations, they're ready to exit Nigeria. I think that's what also brings problems as well, where Nigerians are supposed to be living separate. They want to form their own separate governments, but they've been forced to live as one. So we are hoping for change, and my prayer is for the people of Nigeria. Lots of Nigerians who follow me, who are even in Liberia right now, Monrovia, they've sent me messages on YouTube asking me, on Facebook, are you going to talk about Sars? I said, yes, I will talk about Sars. I wanted to be watching everything to be sure, even as I'm speaking. But I am heartbroken for the people who've lost their lives. Yes, Apple of the Eye says we truly are oppressed, from Bantu, Somali, to African Americans, to Black Brazilians, to our brothers and sisters. We are one people. And that's why we need to look at how we can change Africa ourselves. If we don't do it ourselves, no one will. No one will help us. A woman says, I love your idea of forming a youth movement organization. Yeah, for the whole Africa, where we help each other as Africans, and there's no way we can have African youths not going to school because the governments that are there, they don't care about universities or colleges. So those who are brilliant with good results that need to go to school, we look at their results, we sit down in a committee. Thank God for Zoom and everything. We can communicate like that and see who can we support. If it's 555 per country, Africa's got 52 countries. We help a lot. Sharon Nicholson says even housing, yeah. We send people there, we go on ground, we help them. It's no longer now about just me wanting to stand in this small region. For me, I'm not even looking at myself as a leader that's just going to be in Zambia in a small Munali constituency, and I'm not bothered about everyone. For me, I'm concerned about the whole Africa. We need a revolution in Africa that will bring about change. There's 4 important things that lack in Africa. Number 1, health. 2, housing. 3, schools. 4, no opportunities, no empowerment opportunities. So if we could look at these 4 and we target the communities, I tell you, we will have this change that somebody had as a vision in Africa. And you all know that was Muammar Gaddafi's vision, to bring one Africa. And what I see is, if you go on social media, you go on Instagram, you see Africans who are concerned about Brazilian hair, concerned about the booty, concerned about, And I'm thinking, there's a lot. Whilst you're thinking about booty and dancing on Instagram, our ministers are looting billions of dollars, sending the money to Swiss accounts. Our president of Zambia has bought himself a private jet worth $60 million. And yet Zambians are living in abject poverty. How much is it to service a private jet? And thank God for COVID-19. He can't fly much. But what is a private jet for? For what? If you are truly a leader, you look at the needs of the people. So this is the type of leadership we need to get rid of. How can you be a leader that was only worth $100 when you entered parliament, when you entered office? Now you're worth over $2 billion. How? Looting taxpayers' money. Vince says maybe he doesn't like driving. No, it's just unnecessary expenditure. People with no vision, that's what they do. African Millennial says Kagame and Magufuli are the only leaders. Yes, and at least the president of Madagascar is doing well. Kagame has tried, and that's why I always give an example. Look at Rwanda. Rwanda was a war-torn nation. I watch Kagame on his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel, Paul Kagame. When they hold meetings or they're swearing people in, they speak their language. They are proud of their African heritage. They don't speak no English in any office. He's doing speech, he's speaking in his language. They are proud. You go to Rwanda, look at the airport, neat. These are people who saw war. These are people who never saw peace. But today, they are better than most of us African countries that have never even kissed war before. Kagame is investing in his people. He recently appointed a 19-year-old boy who's an IT PhD holder as a what? A minister of technology. Now this is a man who's looking at, I'm not going to allow this young boy to waste away. But we have leadership that doesn't care. That doesn't even care whether you're the most intelligent Nigerian. That doesn't care that you're the most intelligent Tanzanian. Tanzania, at least they're helping. That don't even care, it's because I was reading Tanzania. That don't even care that you're the most intelligent Zambian or Zimbabwean. They're just thinking of themselves. How they can make themselves rich. What is their legacy? Nothing. Woman says, help your brothers and sisters in Nigeria so that our leaders all over should buckle up and leave the seat. Thank you. Yes. So we need to come up with initiatives and work together as teams. Nigeria is not safe at the moment for people. One of my friends, Virtue Grace, I'm going to be doing an interview with her, a live stream together with Faith Martins, and they're saying they've been at home. They can't leave their comfort because of the same. It's so sad what is happening in Nigeria. It's a very sad period for Nigerians. And what affects Nigeria affects all of us because we are all Africa. If Nigeria is in a war today, we will all suffer. Because remember, other people will start going there and coming here and everything coming to our countries. So at the end of the day, we will all be affected. We'll be affected big time. So let's pray for Nigeria. Let's keep Nigeria in our prayers. And let's pray that the leadership that is there must step down because they're not ready. I love what Wizkid has been doing, by the way. Wizkid has been firing shots at Buhari on Twitter. He's been firing shots. And I said, this is a celebrity. He said, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Step down. He's been firing shots. Telling Buhari what he can on Twitter. He's using his voice as an advocate. We need more of that. So all our leaders' children they study abroad and also send Boko Haram people to abroad. Everything must stop. Imagine. You can imagine this. Golden says, God bless this word, and thank you so much. So this is what's going on. So we need to carry on to pray for Nigeria and our African countries. Blessing says, Lily, don't worry, you will win the upcoming election and help Zambia. Yes, that's my goal, is to help Zambians. And you know, this thing of politics as well, when you look at what happens, and that's why these corrupt leaders, they carry on. They use money to pay people so that they buy votes. There's vote buying. And for me, when I started going around Monali constituency, I said, look, the only message I can tell you is I'm here to empower you. So let's start working now. And I started empowering them. I've done fundraising projects on my YouTube channel called Sponsor a Bag of Rice. And I've been able to have like 15 bags of rice donated via my YouTube channel. And the process has been going really well. I've had eggs being supported and everything. And you find that when you take such things, people are shocked that they've never seen an aspiring candidate giving us this. It has never happened. Never. Because the people who are in leadership, they're not there because they want to help the people. They are there because they want an opportunity to be in position. And once they get the job in parliament, they don't give a shit. Imagine governors are getting paid 30 million naira. Because I know 1 million naira is 2,000 pounds. 2, 4, 6, 30 million. Huh? 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 million equals to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 20. Hey, these people get good money. Maybe about $30,000. Africa. Yeah, Mrs. Grace says, Lily, do you know the new movie coming to Africa? If not on YouTube, for the trailer, I'm going to watch it. Okay, I'm going to check it out. I think you told me the other day. African Millennial says, I'm tired of YouTubers not talking about the issues in Africa, but showing mansions. Yeah, for me, these are the issues I talk about, African Millennial. I'm talking about things like recently we've had a lot of issues on what's going on in Zambia. So we ponder on those subjects. We talk about the corruption, and this is what has made my platform popular, because I just blew from something like 10,000 subscribers, and I'm now at 99,000 subscribers, almost hitting 100,000 subscribers, because people want us to discuss. It's been a platform where I discuss real life issues with people across the world. And I also do live streams with people. They come on board, we discuss topics. So I believe tomorrow we're going to have one with everybody, and you'll be happy to see how we do it. Africa can do better without this agent of Satan, puppet of colonial masters. Yeah, you know, yes, they are puppets of colonial masters, because we don't know what agreements they sign. They sign agreements that put us in jeopardy as Africa, you know. And you find that a lot of people, they are finding themselves in this situation of they promise they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and the moment they're in office, they can't do it because their hands are tied. What's the agreement that they have? Zambia is a rich country in terms of copper, but our government decided to sell our copper. And then even though they have a few shares in the copper has to be sent abroad and then brought back, and then we buy it double price. Like, why should it be like that? We are the second largest producer of copper in the whole of Africa and in the whole world. The second largest producer, and we are poor. How possible is that you're the second largest producing copper country, natural copper, and you are poor? You know? So it's shocking. Nigeria has got oil. Other countries have got so many natural resources. Zambia recently we discovered gold. But for many years, since 2004, the Chinese have been taking our gold and taking it elsewhere, and the government didn't even announce that we had gold. Somebody was enjoying the gold themselves. They don't think about Zambia, about the Zambian people. Okay, Adenji Solomon says it's just devastating. Lagos State Governor was used as a puppet. He confirmed it's an order beyond his power and control. Really? So the governor authorized for the shooting. Oh my God. They're going to reap what they are sowing. I saw an image today from Malawi where the Home Affairs Minister was untouchable. And now, he's no longer part of office now. He has been arrested. This is somebody who was untouchable. There's a lot of untouchable leaders in Africa. Untouchable people in leadership. Because you're a minister of so, you threaten people. When I admired Nigeria protesting, because in Zambia on the 22nd of June, when Zambian youth wanted to protest, the Minister of Home Affairs said, I will break your bones. And you know what he did? He sent police vehicles, the whole Lusaka town. They were patrolling. And the Zambians thought, if we go and protest, we will be killed. It will be more like Serafina movie. So celebrities said, stay at home. We will announce when we can meet. And guess what? They decided to go in the bush and told everybody to shoot a video and post on Facebook here protesting. Protest from home. That's the leadership we have in Africa that wants to put fear in the young ones. But enough is enough. Enough of our voices being silenced. We're going to speak. And when one African country is touched, when they touch any of our youths in Africa, we will speak and speak and speak till even the UN and the Human Rights Commissions, they get involved. Because it is unfair that we have to go through such type of things. A woman says, please, we need to bring back all our ideas and academic excellence back home. Definitely. We are people helping diaspora and then leaving our continent. Yeah, that's true. Adon Debbie says, imagine our president's speech last night. He's talking nonsense for Nigeria. To get what we want, we must take strong because some sacrifice. God save us. Yeah. A woman says taking their best resources back to their country. That's what they do. Timmy Daniel says, what happened in Lekki, Lagos is absolutely unbelievable. But we the youth are not giving up. This is just the beginning. Thank you for talking about it and other African issues. Africa must arise. Yeah, definitely. So form organizations, make it a political party. If we don't form political parties now, these old cargos, they'll carry on in position. They'll be there speaking in parliament with a walking stick. They should be looking after their grandchildren, not being in those positions. Yeah. Adenji says it's just devastating, you know. So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I just wanted to talk about this issue about Nigeria. What affects Nigeria affects me as well. Blessings is saying no governors, but legislators in Nigeria, they get paid 30 million naira in sleeping in parliament, which is about $78,740,000. $78,700, yeah. That's a lot of money. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. We pray for Nigeria and we say no to police brutality. Police brutality in Nigeria, police brutality in Zambia, police brutality in Africa. And we say no to weapons. We have been a peaceful continent. We don't want violence. We don't want any shooting. We don't want to see bloodshed. And therefore, it is our plea that our African continent is revived. We are saying no to Sars. We're saying no to all these things. And we, the young people, are the revolution. And therefore, Nigeria, we stand with you as Africa. We are one. In times of trouble, we are one. And very soon, we will form an organization that will help us to work together as African youths across Africa, because we are fed up of selfish leadership. Thank you so much for tuning to my YouTube channel, and let's hit 100,000 subscribers. I love you guys.